Background on the war. The French defeated the Russian army in 1807. Alexander I and Napoleon concluded the Treaty of Tilsit in the 7th of July, 1807. They settled the peace treaty, but also an alliance between France and Russia. Napoleon got Russia to join the blockade against Great Britain. Alexander I promised Napoleon to force Sweden and Denmark to join the blockade. The relations between Gustav IV Adolf, the King of Sweden, and Napoleon deteriorated quickly after the Treaty of Tilsit. On the 24th of September, the Russian Emperor Alexander I suggested in a letter that Sweden should join the trade blockade against Great Britain. Gustav IV Adolf believed that Napoleon was the Antichrist and saw Britain as an important ally against Napoleon and his allies. Instead of giving a clear response to the Russians, the Swedish king started negotiations with the British in order to attack Denmark. On the 8th of February 1808, Sweden secured an alliance with Great Britain, which led to the Russian invasion of Finland on the 21st of February. Denmark also declared war against Sweden on the 14th of March. The war begins. On February 21st, 1808, 24,000 Russian troops crossed the border. The Swedes were unprepared for a war, as they thought that a war in Finland would be impossible during the winter. Sweden could not send help because both the Gulf of Finland and the Baltic Sea were frozen. The Swedish tactic was to retreat until ships would be ready to bring in reinforcements. Svartholm and Viapuri surrendered in March and May 1808. The Agreement of Olkijoki was signed in November 1808, due to which Finland was annexed by Russia, and Sweden was required to withdraw her troops behind the Kemijoki. Once the invasion of Finland started, the Russian army advanced very quickly towards Hämeenlinna, where the Swedish army was supposed to assemble. Instead of facing the Russians in Hämeenlinna, the Swedish army decided to retreat further north. At the same time in Denmark, a Danish army, led by Jean-Baptiste Bernadotte, a French marshal who would later become the King of Sweden, prepared for an all-out invasion of Swedish Skåne. Though this attack was later called off, this showed the Swedes that Denmark was a genuine threat and forced the Swedes to keep some of their best trained troops behind to defend Skåne. A few minor skirmishes were also fought along the Norwegian border, but neither side gained any advantage from these skirmishes. The end of the war. By the winter of 1808, Finland had been completely occupied by the Russian troops. On March 1809, the Russians decided to attack the Swedish mainland, and at the same time, after a coup in Sweden, Gustav IV Adolf was forced to resign. Russian troops occupied Åland, and fighting continued in the Swedish Lapland until late August. After the Treaty of Hamina, signed on the 17th of September 1809, Finland became a part of Russia with its borders running along Tornio River and the Gulf of Bothnia. Lapland was also included in the area of Finland. And, most importantly, Finland became an autonomous Grand Duchy in the Russian Empire.